camera's right up here.
That's so cool. I'll be the radio person.
Oh, excellent.
That's what I was doing in my other car.
Very good.
I forgot how these seats hug you.
They
It's
sure do.
nice.
And these are the upgrades from the base seats. These
Wow.
are the competition seats.
That's what we have in the ZL1s.
Mm.
The Supra, I'm all over it. I'm like in the door, on the thing right here with my
Oh,
elbow.
no.
Yeah, I'm all over the place. This is nice.
It's got a built-in G-force meter too. So.
Oh, wow.
Earlier on some of the tighter curves, I hit 1.07 Gs.
Yeah, you are a really good driver.
Well, thank you. I guess I've been having some experience.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 45,
Me too. We're the same. When's your birthday?
May 16th.
That was my dad's birthday, and you got his name. That's so funny.
Yeah, my wife, her stepdad was, his name was Paul, what was it? Something, yeah, Paul something Ratchford. Paul Edward Ratchford.
This section from here to the Dragon is the Hellbender and one of the best stretches of the day.
Hellbender.
I agree, this is a nice segment. But yeah, his name is Paul Edward Ratchford. His birthday is the same day as mine.
Wow.
And then I think her half-sister had the same birthday as mine too. Kind of, no coincidences, you know?
Yeah. I can't wait to tell Damien your birthday's on May 16th.
I forgot to take the umbrella out the back. That's what's sliding
Oh,
around
yeah,
back there.
we got all kinds of stuff. He brought all these
I saw, yeah, you got a bunch of stuff in there. Of course, y'all been staying overnight somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Make a whole fun trip out of it.
So, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but we saw that Topocono Lodge
Yeah.
on the way up here. I follow that place on Facebook, and I never knew that it was on the Tail of the Dragon, or like part of it. I've been dying to stay there.
It's
So
pretty pricey.
Is
like
it?
$400 a night.
Yeah.
But the restaurant is excellent. They have really good food. Prices are reasonable. I think he's in traffic.
Okay. We're gonna come down here and we're gonna stay there. So when we do, we'll hit you guys up.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I've been wanting, and I saw that they had an NSX there,
Oh,
and I
a
started.
new one or an old one?
They had an old one,
Uh-huh.
and just because I follow them on, and they were like, "Hey, this guy, like special guest here with this car," and I was like, "That's so cool." So then I started following the NSX on Instagram, and he was doing the Tail of the Dragon, but I didn't know the Tail of the Dragon was a road. I thought it was an event. So I was like, I thought we were going to an event.
Well, with what this company puts on, it's kind of both.
Yeah. But now I understand it's a road, like a stretch.
Mm-hmm. And this is kind of a neat feature that not everybody knows about. It's got a hidden storage compartment.
Oh, wow.
This gadget I got from my wife. It's an anti-nausea because she would get motion sickness.
Yeah.
But with that thing, it eliminates the motion sickness, and she can enjoy the curves.
What does she do with it? She wears
Put
it?
it on the wrist. Yeah, it's like an electrostimulation
Oh,
device.
cool.
There's a nerve, I guess, right here that when you stimulate it, it cancels your nausea.
Do you have children?
No, not
Oh,
together.
okay.
She has a daughter from her first marriage, but they're no contact.
Yeah.
Her daughter's a fuck up. Ruined her life with drugs, you know.
Yep, I have a sister like that.
It's a damn shame.
Kaz is so fast. We haven't had his ZL1 for a year. It's been in the shop, and I forgot. This car is a beast. I'm like, are you sure it's not supercharged? You're so fast.
Off, flapping his arms like
this road a few weekends ago. That's when I passed 140,000 miles on the odometer.
Did you buy this new?
No, I got it slightly used.
And did you do all the work to it?
Not myself.
Well, no. But
It's
like,
best that I don't. But yes, I did have it done.
That's cool.
But I bought it with 5,507 miles on it, and it had never been registered. It's a 2016. I bought it in March 2017, and I saved like 12 grand.
Wow.
And it was still under factory warranty. And like I said, I'm the only registered owner.
Yeah. I like that you drive it. You know, some people
Absolutely.
get these cars and they don't drive them.
Yeah, and it kind of messes them up because the seals will like dry rot
Right.
if you don't get them out. And plus, they're just too damn fun.
Yeah. I'm a wedding planner, so when I
Oh, that's awesome.
when I have a wedding on a Saturday, you know, I work really, really hard, like 15
Oh, I
hours
bet.
in a day.
I bet.
And on Sunday, I'll just take my Supra and I'll just ride around for like 5 hours
Yeah.
because I got to
Unwind.
decompress and like my brain has got to calm down.
Right.
But I love
But
driving.
it's fun though.
Yeah.
The event planning.
Yeah, it's fun. It's really hard.
Yeah, I'm sure like some of the brides are like Bridezilla, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna sell after next year.
Okay. Do something different.
Yeah, I don't know, but I just want to do something that doesn't take a lot of thinking.
Sure. Sure. Those Supras are pretty damn fast too. I talked with a guy when I was still in Southern California who actually had a C7 and he got rid of a Ford Supra, and he said he felt that the Supra was faster.
Really, there's a lot of
He might have had a base Stingray,
yeah.
which is not as fast as this one.
What is this one?
Z51.
Okay.
It's got a few upgrades. It's got like a better oiling system, competition setup inside. You can get like mag ride suspension on it.
It's like a race car.
Yeah, well it is now. Now that I done some upgrades. A lot of fun though. I still haven't hit the top speed. Before the upgrades, I had it up to 175 a few times in 5th gear, and it was still pulling. And it's a 7-speed. I was just running on the road.
So I don't know if I'm saying this right. So when I had my Camaro, we put headers on it,
Yeah.
like you know, better ones. Did you do that?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
This
it makes it so loud.
has a full exhaust from the engine all the way back.
Okay.
The only thing I kept stock was the mufflers. 'Cause
So
it's
the
got
headers
back.
are exhaust parts.
Yeah, and it confusingly, yes. I mean, it comes off the engine. That's
Yeah,
the part
I didn't
that
know
collects
that.
the exhaust off the engine into the exhaust pipes that go out the back.
And then we got bigger or smaller pulleys or something.
Oh, cool. Yeah, a smaller pulley gives you more boost,
Yeah.
more power.
And then he got some sort of catch can for something.
Yeah, for the oil. Yeah, so that it doesn't go back into the engine and get burned.
Yeah.
I might do that too because I tend to burn some oil on this thing. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I feel real blessed to be able to have this vehicle and enjoy it. I always wanted a blue Corvette ever since I was a kid.
Aww.
So when I passed 6 figures in my career income, I was like, it's time. It's time for me to get my Vette. And I just paid it off in March. Pretty happy. Just in time for the engine to fail and have to dump 10,500 into fixing it.
I know, like, can we go knock on wood somewhere?
Yeah.
You should be like a professional driver.
I'm semi-pro.
Are you?
No.
Oh.
Just on the internet. definitely more right than centrist.
Yeah, we're extremely conservative.
Definitely voting for Trump.
Yeah, same.
Never. I mostly voted Libertarian,
Yeah,
but I did vote for Trump last time, and I would vote for that asshole again.
yeah. He is an asshole.
Oh, I love it though.
Me too.
I got the, Ben Shapiro.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
a subscriber to their service for a while, and I got one of their liberal tears mugs.
Yep.
I love it. I drank my coffee out of it this morning.
We downloaded the Tom McDonald and Ben Shapiro song.
Oh, I love
and
Tom
I listened
McDonald.
to it all
Yeah,
night.
I just listened to his new one this morning, Heroes. Or
Yeah, he
yesterday.
has a new one. I haven't heard
Heroes,
it yet.
it's great. It's all about, people that serve not only armed forces and police, but like just janitors
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
Recognizing their contribution to society.
That's awesome.
I love Tom. It's
Yeah.
great. It's too bad it took a Canadian to, make some of these people realize what American values are all about, right? It seems that he's drawn a lot closer to God, though, too. I think he might have become a Christian. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I couldn't tell from the one that he just the last one that he released, because I thought he was comparing himself to God, and I was like, I don't know if he's a Christian or what he's doing. I was a little confused.
If you like Tom McDonald, you might also like Dax.
I don't know who that is.
He's a different artist that's like a Christian rapper.
Okay.
He's got a lot of good beats. He did a collab with Tom called Propaganda.
Okay.
Check out that song. It's really good.
Have
It's
you
got
watched The Chosen yet?
I haven't yet. No, I've been meaning to.
So we got into it, and and we've been meaning to, and we were just like, I don't know. And so we
Yeah.
ended up watching I watched the first 2 episodes, and after that, they were kind of boring. And then by the
Yeah, I
third,
heard it's kind of slow to start.
yeah, by the third, I was hooked. And
Yeah.
it's really good. You will love it if you can get to the
Straight back to the hub.
go to the hub.
Yeah, I would love it if what?
If you would love it if you could get through the first 2 episodes, I
Sure.
think you would get hooked into it.
I
And
think
you're-
I would have enough patience for that. I'm not sure about my wife.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say she might love it too if she can get past the first 2 episodes. If I could, maybe she will, because I don't have patience for slow stuff. I get sick of it and I'll turn it on and I won't watch it.
I know she expressed some concern about the theological foundations being somewhat not to her liking,
Taking the right
Yeah.
onto the Dragon.
but she's never watched it herself.
Are we almost there? Is that
Yeah,
it?
we are.
Is that it
This
right there?
this is the dragon,
Oh, what's the dragon?
the tail of the dragon.
Oh, okay. Got it. You and Damien are so similar. He would do the same thing.
Oh yeah, we're all just big kids. We just have more expensive toys. Trying to get the pull off up here. There's
Yeah.
a pull off right here. And they skipped it. But yeah, I want to watch it. I've been meaning to. I have the app on my phone.
Yeah,
Just
you have to.
haven't-
Well, I had it for a long time and never did it. You have
Uh-huh.
to let me know what you think when you
Sure,
get
yeah.
through the first season.
For sure. I watched, it's from Angel Studios, I know, and
Yeah.
they recently put out a movie, After Death, I think it was called, something about near-death experiences and
Uh-huh.
such.
Paul, you okay, buddy?
Really like that one.
You want me to say he's
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, we're good.
He's good.
Traffic. Might want to relate traffic.
Traffic.
Worst, slowest kind of traffic.
Right. That's alright. I'll give my engine a chance to cool off.
Guess I can turn my music on and turn the air conditioning back on.
overpriced.
Yeah, they put a $25,000 market
Markup.
adjustment.
That's such bullshit.
It was like they had it at like 99,000 or something.
That's stupid.
I was
Like
like,
even when the PT Cruiser first came out, my wife was really interested in getting one because we saw it at the auto show in Seattle when we lived there.
Yeah.
But they were putting like a $30,000 markup on the PT fucking Cruiser,
Wow.
non-turbo. So we waited a few years, and there was one for a used for sale, and we traded in her Blazer for it. She liked that car for a while, but got rid of it before we moved out here.
When I was young, like in my teens, I wanted a young adult. I wanted a PT Cruiser too.
Well, they're pretty cool.
When they came out, I thought they were so cool.
Heck yeah.
Because nothing was like that.
Right. And the one we got her was the GT with all the upgrades
Traffic.
and had the turbo on it. And then later we had Mopar Stage 1 engine flash
Uh-huh.
on it.
Oh wow.
Really picked up a lot of performance. It felt like it gained about 40 horsepower.
Do you know what other car I have? I have the new Bronco.
Oh yeah? How do you like it?
I used to have a Jeep too. I don't like Jeeps, but I had one for a little while, and I like it a little better than the Jeep.
Oh,
It's
that's
not my favorite, but it's just it feels really dangerous when you drive it.
Oh really?
Like you're gonna flip it over.
Is it because like a higher center of gravity?
I don't know. We put a sport, like it didn't have sport mode, and we flashed that or whatever and
Oh.
added it.
Oh.
So it makes it really like it's really fast on the takeoff. And
Uh-huh.
It just feels dangerous.
Oh wow.
So I'll probably keep it for a little bit longer, but
Maybe once you get the Camaro back, right?
well, yeah. Then he has a truck too that we
Oh.
drive sometimes. Or that I'll
Okay.
drive. It's a Badlander, big Chevy Silverado.
Oh okay.
It's big. It's got 6-inch lift on it.
Nice.
It's really cool.
I really want to get a Colorado
I had
CR2.
one of those. I had that, and
Did you like it?
I did, but it was.
Did you like it better than the Jeep?
Yeah. And then we traded that in, and I got the Mountain Mayhem.
Bronco.
No, I had a Mountain Mayhem Chevy Silverado.
Oh.
That was like his Badlander. But then I was like, oh, we should save money. And then I got into a
They find a lot of traffic.
Lexus SUV, and I didn't like that, so we got rid of it and got the Bronco. I'm
That's
horrible.
Lexus basically Toyota, right?
It was slow, and it was a gas guzzler.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I just hated it. So, like I said, I'm crazy with cars.
Well, you gotta find what you like.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I love the Supra. I'm never getting rid of that.
But I'm glad you found something you like.
What would you ever get if you didn't have this one? Another Corvette?
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably get a Z06
Oh yeah.
Corvette, but I definitely want a manual of that. And I'd have to do something about the insufficient cooling, because they get heat stroke, so they restrict the power when they get hot, and they get hot pretty easily apparently.
Yeah.
But there's some aftermarket solutions for that. But I like this. Like I mentioned, I want to get a Pro Charger next.
Oh, okay.
Maybe later this year or sometime next year. I'll do that. I'll probably keep it for a while. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah. So how much horsepower will the Pro Charger add?
About another 200.
And where are you at now?
495 at the wheel.
Right.
So they told me I'd be about 700 at the wheel.
Yeah, this thing feels way crazier than 400
yeah.
or something.
Well, it's basically 500.
Yeah, it's a lot. It just feels really fast.
Yeah. It's all about how you use it.
Yeah. What are you getting the Colorado, or are you getting it?
I'd like to. We'll see. Depends if I do the Pro Charger first or wait. Because my neighbor's got a Jeep, and he's part of a Jeep club, and they come out on these trails all the time, and it seems really fun. And I'd like to have a truck for hauling stuff. Not that I have to do that a lot, but,
Yeah, but it's
when,
nice
when you
when you
do,
need
you
it.
really
When you
when you
need
need it,
to.
you need it. I got those 3 bikes, and sometimes you got to put them on a trailer and get them to the mechanic.
Does your wife still have a PT Cruiser? or
Oh
she
no,
has
no, we
something?
got rid of that before we moved out here from California
okay.
about 2.5 years ago.
What does she have now?
She's got a Mini Cooper S,
Oh, okay, cool.
all-wheel drive. She likes it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot. There's a lot of those around where we live.
She was saying after she got it, she's seeing them all over the place
Yeah.
now. Of course, that's always how it is, right?
Except for the Supra, I never get to see any.
And
But
they're
it was
pretty rare still.
So cool that someone was in our group today. It made
I
me
agree.
so happy.
That's so insane though that they spun out.
I know. I heard it.
At least he didn't crash or
I know.
injure himself or anybody else.
He's young. He's like 21 years old.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully hopefully he learned his lesson there.
Yeah.
Don't get on it until tires warm up, you know?
Yep.
Speaking of, tires are warm.
Neat.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy.
We don't have that in the Camaro, any of that.
Oh, really?
It doesn't tell us if the tires are warm.
Yeah, this one's got like sat nav. It shows you like the turns coming up. The only thing I don't like is it doesn't like zoom out the faster you go. It's always the same zoom, which is kind of dumb. But this works better anyway. It's
Yeah, I
Google
love
running off
Waze.
my phone.
Oh, it's Google?
Google Maps, yeah.
You don't do Waze?
Nah, I used to, but it was a battery killer.
Oh.
Drained my battery so much.
Is Google telling you where the police are?
It will, yeah, and I think it gets the data from Waze.
Oh,
you know,
nice. I didn't know they were doing that
Well,
now.
because Google bought Waze a long time ago.
Ah.
So they integrated their data feed. And I know on the phone version of Google Maps you can report stuff like that, but not on the Android Auto version. But check this out. It's even got different themes. Like I got a track theme.
Yeah, I was going to tell you that you weren't allowed to drive in sport when I was in the car with you. You're going to have to do touring.
Oh,
Just
lovely.
kidding.
Okay.
Because we were trying to decide.
It doesn't change the performance any.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, it just makes it quieter.
We were trying to figure out
Oh,
if
that's cool.
that is cool. That the 4 exhaust things you have in the back are the 2 middle ones you're touring.
I
Like-
think.
Because they don't look used, but the ones on
I
the out
know.
look
I know.
used.
And I always have it wide open.
And I was like, he's going fast all the time.
Uh-huh.
We stay in sport mode.
Yeah, I like the sport mode display. Let's see. Set it back here. If I had the magnetic suspension option on this car, when I changed the driving mode, it would change how it feels.
Yeah.
I don't have MagRide, unfortunately. I thought I did actually when I bought the car, because the earlier years of the Z51 option package included MagRide, but the 2016, that's a separate option now.
Yeah.
And I actually ordered an aftermarket suspension computer upgrade, thinking I had the MagRide, and that would improve the ride. And we went to install it, and there's no harness for it. I'm like, what the hell? And then we looked at it further, and you don't actually have MagRide. It's like, oh shit. So I had to send it back and eat the $300 restocking
Gosh.
fees. But that's all right. This thing handles pretty well for not having a fancy MagRide.
Really does.
And I heard also that when the MagRide suspension wears out and you have to replace it, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
I guess these folks aren't interested in using the turnouts today. That's too bad.
So what are those people doing that are just sitting there in chairs? They're just watching,
Just watching,
people?
yeah. People watching the cars and bikes go by. Oh man. They're not even doing the speed limit. Ugh.
What do you do for a living?
Software engineer.
Okay.
I specialize in QA testing and test automation. So I write code that tests other programmers' code. I do all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work for a company out in California, so I get California money living out here.
You get to work from home.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh man, you're so lucky.
Yes and no. My wife likes it,
Yeah.
but I certainly don't hate it. It's
Yeah.
definitely better than commuting to the office.
I work from home.
Yeah.
Do a lot of meetings and stuff every day.
Mm.
And I'm gone all
You
day
have to
Saturday.
check the venues and make sure everything's in order before the event and everything.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
go to rental meetings and floral meetings
Of course.
and tastings.
You have to do all that in person? I guess for some of the physical stuff, you have to inspect it and check quality and all that.
Well, if I'm a full planner, so if I'm fully planning the wedding, then I have to go to their catering tasting. I have
that
Yeah, no.
lower hands-on approach, right?
Yeah. So for like full planning, I'll charge $8,500 as my minimum.
Did you say there are 104 pull-ups? There are, but Harleys are allergic to them.
So 8,500
Uh-huh.
minimum, or 10% of their budget. So if their
Oh.
budget's 150, then it's 15,000. If it's
Wow.
200, it's 20,000.
Wow. Well, good for you.
And I've been doing that since 2011.
It's all word of mouth then? You don't
Word
have
of
to
mouth,
advertise?
and
or-
I do advertise. I advertise on one like review site
Oh,
called
okay.
Wedding Wire, and that's it.
Okay. And does that do pretty well for you?
Yeah, it's
That's
really
great.
good.
That's great.
My
Probably-
website's
probably-
not good.
Probably too busy to keep up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a good place to be. How long did you say you've been doing wedding planning?
2011,
Okay. Well, that's great.
and I worked at the University of Virginia as an event planner before that for like 5 years.
Excellent. Excellent. Good for you. I used to work with a gal in QA testing from India who said she wanted to get into event planning. I don't know if she got into that yet.
Yeah.
I know she had 1 or 2 kids. So maybe her plans changed.
It's a good. We've got 6 kids all together. I've got 4 of my own. He's got 2.
Oh, excellent.
So it's definitely
What
doable.
ages?
My oldest is she'll be 27 in
Uh-huh.
September.
Mhm.
So 27, 26, almost 16, and 14 are mine. And then
Uh-huh.
he's got like a 22-year-old and a 19-year-old.
Nice. So the 14-year-old still at home,
Yeah.
and the 19, or
I
just
have
the
14 and 15 at home.
There you go. Bet you're counting the days.
Yep. I am. I'm not one of those moms who are like, oh, you could stay at our house till you're 50. I'm like, when you're 18, you have
Get
a
a job,
job,
get
go-
out.
Get out and go hang out with your friends.
Yeah,
You're not,
exactly. Yeah.
and I'm trying to push him to go to the military.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
Even with all the woke shit going on lately?
I just feel, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe if Trump gets back in, they'll correct all that
that's
shit.
what I'm hoping for.
Do you, I heard just recently one of the armed services finally admitted that the shot actually did cause injury to one of the enlisted gals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, unfortunately, she's kind of in a bad way as a result. But,
That's terrible.
oh, that whole bullshit with COVID was terrible.
Did you get your vaccine?
Fuck no. That was one of the reasons we had to get the fuck out of California.
Good for you. I had to, well, I didn't have to, but I couldn't get it. They wouldn't let anyone into the venues.
Right, yeah.
If you didn't have your vaccine. And I'm like,
That's
I'm
such bullshit.
contracted with all these brides. I was like, and I have to.
Yeah, you had to. Otherwise, you just have to hang it up.
And, or I could have fought it and be like, here's your deposit back, but we didn't have the money because it was COVID, nothing was going on.
Right.
But
What's your husband do?
he was in the Marines for 20 years.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And he works for like a secret location, like
Oh.
for like the president.
Government contract,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's just like a bumper, I guess.
Oh, interesting. Like security or something.
Mhm.
Wow,
Or like facilities maintenance, like taking care
Okay.
of the building.
that's good.
So,
Steady work, no matter who's
oh yeah.
who the puppet in charge
Yeah,
is.
he's definitely not a Biden supporter.
Yeah. Did they force him to get the shot too?
They did.
That's too damn bad. Well, it didn't seem to cause any ill effects for y'all.
No.
Yeah.
You know, let me. I guess.
I kind of think they had some dummy shots and some hot ones.
Yeah.
I think so. But you were gonna say?
I was gonna say I don't think they were forcing him. I think because the guy, like one of his friends that works there, he never got the shot, but they were giving him like a heart, like he couldn't come in like certain rooms, and it was like treating him like he was like a leper.
That's so stupid.
I know, it's so stupid.
Yeah, and I guess now they're trying to get back the armed forces personnel that they dismissed who
Yeah.
refused to take the shots.
Yep, I
It's
saw
like,
that.
That's some bullshit. And then what about the ones that stayed on and you forced to get the shots? Did they get any
Yeah.
compensation? No.
Yeah.
Such a crazy
Good
time.
for you for leaving California because of that.
Yeah. I was born in California, and my mom, after my parents split up, got a job at Boeing. And so she moved me and my sister up to Washington State. And we were there I was there for 24 years. But I got so tired of the gloomy weather and the passive aggressive people.
Yeah.
And by then I was a pretty avid motorcyclist. So my dad still had his house in California, and he was mostly not there. girlfriend a ways away, and he was staying with her most of the time. So I was telling him I was wanting to get down to California, and he said, well, why don't you just move into my house? Take care of it for me while I'm not there. He wasn't even going to charge me rent at first.
Wow.
I said, I got to pay you something, Dad. So I paid him a little bit of rent. And once we got down there, I did a lot of improvements to the place, because it was like built in the 70s and never updated.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it didn't have shag carpet, but wasn't that far bad. But did a bunch of upgrades, and I got on paper with his signature that I was going to inherit it. But then he met, like, his original girlfriend died, and then he met a different gal. She had her own place, kind of. I don't know if she told him, but she had like a reverse mortgage on it, so she really didn't own it. But anyway, he said, I need you to move out so I can sell the house so we can go on trips and stuff. I was like, well, little problem with that. You know, I invested like $55,000 into this house and upgrades because you told me I was going to inherit it, and I've got it on paper with your signature that I'm going to inherit it, so you need to pay me out.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, no, that's bullshit. It's not your house, but because he thought I was going to ask him for a lot of money, but I just told him, look, just pay me out what I put into it.
Yeah.
And then that's all I want. That's all I want. And he said, oh, okay, I don't want to do that. And I'm pretty sure he's blown all the money already. And it,
How long ago was that?
It wasn't even 10 years ago.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but he's an idiot. Can't pick your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some rumblings about some other bullshit disease that they're trying
Oh,
to
yeah, of course.
trump up for coming just in time for November.
Can you believe that he's not assassinated? Do you, like,
Which one, Trump?
Trump.
Yeah, well, they're not done yet. If they can't get him behind bars, they probably will try to take him out.
I'm just surprised that it has not happened yet.
Yeah. Well, I guess some of the truths come out about JFK, and it's patently obvious that the CIA did him.
Really?
Oh yeah. And I'm pretty certain, because I remember Trump said he was going to release the JFK papers, but he didn't. And so maybe he actually got a look at it, decided maybe he better not,
Yeah.
or was told he better not. Otherwise, he'd get the same treatment.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's scary. We live in a scary place right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're a believer, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, we know how this plays out.
Yeah.
We know it's going to get a lot worse. A lot worse. I think the next big thing that's going to happen that's really going to screw everything up is de-dollarization. Global de-dollarization. It's already happening.
Meaning, like, there's going to be one currency?
No, like, right now, the global reserve currency is effectively the US dollar.
Uh-huh.
Because for a long time, the Arabs agreed to only take US dollar for their oil. So any country that wanted to buy oil from the Middle East had to buy it in dollars, and so they would have to convert their currency to dollars, and that's how the dollar generally became the global common denominator currency for exchange around the world. Like you know, Chinese.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's been that way for a long time, but that's changing now, and it's mostly because of the sanctions on Russia. That's backfiring. Russia's doing better than ever, and they've aligned themselves with other nations, including Brazil. There's a BRICS group of nations: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South America. And they got together and they made their own currency, and they've got their own currency exchange now. And now the Arabs are no longer insisting on US dollars for their oil. So that's the beginning of the end for the US dollar supremacy.
So what does that mean? Like, what's going to happen? What do you think?
It's going to, that and all the stupid decisions in the Biden administration are going to lead to probably hyperinflation. Probably like what happened in Venezuela a little while back, where, you know, they don't have enough money to buy food, and people are starving.
And you know, they're sweating bullets up there because of the extreme speed at which they're taking these curves. These people have no business with the motorcycle life. they actually have a motor.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Great point.
Wow. 13 miles an hour. Awesome. Anyway, yeah, a lot of scary times ahead. I vote Jesus Asteroid 2024.
I could go that way. Your friend Joseph's really nice.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's Christian as well.
That's good.
There's a lot of great people out here.
And how long have you been here, you said, in Tennessee?
Since December 2021.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
a couple years.
Would have been out here sooner, but I got approval from my company to flee the Communist Republic of California and keep working for them remote, because they hired me on in the middle of COVID, like May 2020, and they hired me remote. We interviewed remote, even though they were like 30 minutes from where I live. And I'd always been working remote for them. I came in a few times after things with COVID calmed down a bit for like meetings, and I think we'd have like team barbecues and stuff. And I told them during the interview, I said, my wife and I eventually want to move out of California. We have for a long time been wanting to get like a Class A RV,
Uh-huh.
big one.
That's what we want to do.
Yeah, and just live in it full time.
Yeah.
Get a trailer for the car and bikes. That was our thinking, but then things started getting really tyrannical in California with COVID, and we're like, we got to get out of here. We can't stay here anymore. And so I got approval to move and keep working for them, and then the company was acquired. And they asked me, could you put your plans on hold for a little bit until the acquisition is finished? And I said, well, I actually already applied for a.
Wow, that SUV man rear-ended one.
I already applied for a rental home in Tennessee, because it told me I could move, but it hasn't been completed yet, so I'll back out of that and lose the money for it. That's all right. But it was only like $100, $105,
Yeah.
something like that. I said sure, and it took a few months, but things settled down, and I asked again. I was like, okay, is it okay if I move out? And then, yeah, sure, go ahead. So we had to find a different place to move to. But I think it worked out better, because
Yeah.
where we were gonna move to was kind of a suburb of Knoxville, and where we wound up was more rural, which is what we wanted anyway. So we're in Athens, Tennessee, which is basically right between Knoxville and Chattanooga. It's almost equidistant from both, which is what I wanted, because I figured if I couldn't continue working remote and I had to get a local job, if I'm kind of equidistant from both big cities, I have a better chance of getting work there if I have to commute.
Yeah.
So that was my thinking.
So how many hours a week do you work? Or during the day, I mean.
Okay, so I generally try to work West Coast time. So I generally start. Well, I have a meeting.
That makes sense.
I have a meeting at 1 p.m. East Coast time, which I have to be at. It's our daily meeting. But other than that, I don't have many meetings, and I can set my own schedule. But I'm a night owl. I like playing video games
Yeah.
till 4 in the morning.
What kind of video games do you play?
Mostly, I only play one these days called Star Citizen.
Uh-huh.
It's been in development for like the last 12 years, and it's still in alpha. There's alpha, beta, and then general release, so it's like early. But it's still playable and enjoyable, but there's a lot of bugs all the time.
Yeah.
But it's so fun.
What's it like? What is it?
So big games that they put out to a lot of fanfare and critical reviews that are positive
Uh-huh.
are generally AAA games. This aims to be the world's first quadruple A game.
Oh, wow.
And it's going to be an entire universe simulation. like you're familiar probably with Grand Theft Auto,
Yeah.
where they got the open world simulation. You can run around and do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's like one city, but this is going to be an entire universe with different planetary systems. And once you load into the game, there's no loading screens at all. So you can fly your spaceship from the surface of a planet up to a space station, across the star system to a different planet, down to the surface without any loading screens.
That's really cool.
It's pretty great technology.
Yeah. How did you find that?
I used to play a different space game that was kind of like that, but not quite as in depth, called Elite Dangerous, that I was really into for a while. And then I heard about Star Citizen, and it's like next level.
Right.
And so I got really interested, and then I finally pitched in money. And the interesting thing about the Star Citizen game is it's all crowdfunded.
Oh, okay.
So it's the money to develop it came from the players rather than like corporate investments. And so far they've raised over $700 million.
Wow.
And they got about $12,500 of my money.
Really?
Yeah. Basically just buying starships and shit in the game. But it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he'll stay up and play Call of Duty and
Yeah.
race car games.
Yeah. Yeah, they in the Star Citizen they aim to let you do all kinds of stuff, including like homesteading and farming,
Oh, okay.
which my wife has actually expressed some interest in. So I bought like a ship to build to construct your homestead, and I bought another ship that you can use space farming
That's
in.
like a show I saw on Netflix, like a movie. I can't remember what it's called, where they had different, I think they're on different planets, and they had ships, and they were farming and doing all this stuff, like, on different planets.
Oh, I'd be interested
I
to check
don't
that one
remember
out.
what it was called, though. It's still on there right now.
I might have to look into
There's
it.
like a guy that looks like a Viking on it. I
Oh,
don't.
really?
It's like on the picture
Oh,
on
okay.
Netflix, so you have to look for that.
I'll check it out.
Because that sounds just like your game.
Yeah, I'd certainly probably be interested in it, as long as it's not woke.
And like all the different, I'm trying to think if they had woke stuff in there, because Damien doesn't like that either, and he'll
Yeah.
turn it off.
Right.
There might have been like one weird thing in there where we're like,
Oh yeah, gotta push all that
yeah,
shit.
they got to put that in. But yeah, there was like they were all going to war with each other and that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
So
For like territory and faction
yeah,
battles.
yeah.
Yeah, very cool. I'll have to look for that one. Yeah, I'm into it. I play with a group of other players. We do like a military simulation style gameplay. Part of we consider ourselves the Space Navy militia.
Yeah.
And go out and try to help enforce the law. They got some pretty fun activities in the game where you can like confiscate drugs that are being produced at drug facilities
Yeah.
and turn them in so they get destroyed and you get paid for it. That's pretty fun.
That sounds really cool. Is it on the computer?
It's on PC only right
Okay.
now. Yeah.
And you
I
have to-
actually just bought a new gaming laptop. It just arrived 2 days ago. I didn't even need a new one, but my wife really wanted an upgrade. I said, well, you can have this one and I'll get a new one. I said, in this household, we practice Reaganomics. That's how it works. And she's like, yeah, okay. She doesn't work, so I'm the sole income earner.
She's a lucky lady.
She is.
I wish I didn't have to work. I hate my job right now.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to get out of it. I've already sold one company,
Oh, yeah.
and then I came back after COVID because I was like, oh, I think I'm just bored. And no, I don't like it.
Well, at least you gave it another
I
shot to
know.
really make sure. So that's interesting. You built up the clientele for 2 companies.
Yeah,
Wow. Must be really good at business development and stuff.
yeah, I'm definitely.
Marketing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good with.
You could probably be like a marketing consultant or social media brand stuff if that interests you.
Yeah.
A lot of people pay others to do that for them.
I don't know.
And you've
that
got a
it's-
track record established that.
I don't know that it's a marketing. I think I'm not trying. I think I'm a really good wedding planner.
Yeah.
And like you said, word of mouth and all the vendors and stuff. So I think that's wants to do their wedding.
We're all
they
like
see-
entitled.
Yeah, entitled,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I think the further people are straying from God.
Yeah, 100%.
Worse it gets.
I rarely do a wedding in a church. I might have one a year.
Really?
Yeah, out of like 40 weddings a year, I might
Wow.
have one.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
There's tons of gay weddings in Charlottesville where we
Oh, yeah.
live. We live
Yeah.
right outside of Charlottesville, but we
Yeah.
say Charlottesville because nobody knows where Ruckersville is. That's
Sure.
where we live.
Yeah, I wouldn't know where the hell it is.
Yeah, there's a lot. And Charlottesville is super liberal. Very,
Of course.
very
All the big
liberal.
cities are inevitably.
Why is that? Because of the colleges?
I think it's the collectivist mindset.
You're really smart.
In addition to the colleges,
Yeah,
of course,
you're
'cause
really-
they push all that liberal
Where
shit.
did you go to college?
I didn't.
I didn't either.
I didn't.
But you're really smart.
Well,
You're
thank
like
you.
100 times smarter than me. I have no
Oh.
idea what you're talking about half the time.
So, collectivism rather than individualism. Like more conservative-minded folks lean more toward individualism, where
Right.
the individual rights matter more than group rights.
Yeah.
Where collectivists are the opposite. They think group rights are more important. Rights dictated by the government are more important than natural rights from creator, because of course they don't believe there is a creator.
Right. I get
They gonna find out.
Yeah, they
They
are.
gonna find out.
I told Damien, I was like, what does it hurt to believe in God? I mean,
If you're wrong, nothing
Nothing
happens. Well, it's ironic because in their mindset they're collectivists, but they refuse God's influence on their life when it can't be more clear.
but it's okay. The liberals, if you're a Muslim, you're okay to practice
yeah.
your religion.
Anything but
They'll
Christianity.
be so respectful to
Right,
that, but
right.
they're not respectful
No, of
to
course
us
not.
at
Well,
all.
I firmly believe that it's the influence of Satan
Yeah.
and the adversary, and their minds are given up to that, and so that's what you get. Government is their god.
Yep.
It's pretty sad. Hallelujah, they're pulling off. Oh, of course, because it's at the Harley shop. Man, I'm getting hungry.
I know. My stomach's growling.
Y'all gonna stick around or find something else?
No, we're going to stick around.
Oh, good.
He paid for it already.
Yeah. I don't think it was like $20.
Yeah. What do
Shit.
they have there?
They're gonna serve the barbecue pork sandwiches again.
Do they have sides? Like
I'm pretty sure they do. I don't remember what they were though.
collard greens or mac and
Yeah, maybe
cheese?
like slaw or something.
I'm really thirsty.
Yeah.
No.
You got water.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I want like a soda or
Oh, I
tea
gotcha.
or something.
Gotcha. I believe that they also have drinks included. I think they got usually coolers of mixed drinks.
What
Water.
other things do you enjoy? So you like video games? Do you like your cars?
I love riding motorcycles.
Oh, yeah, your motorcycles.
Um,
Do you play guitar or do any?
You know,
like music?
I just bought a guitar. It's a really fancy guitar with like a built-in computer device for tuning and
Cool.
uploading songs to the internet and stuff. I'm trying to learn how to play it.
It's hard.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on getting those calluses built up. Before I actually bought an electric six-string and an electric bass, and I started learning to play them, but I gave up on it too easily. But I figured acoustic, I might have a better go at it. So,
We bought a whole bunch of guitars during COVID, and
Oh,
we were
yeah?
going to try to learn.
Yeah.
We were trying to learn Metallica songs.
oh, nice,
And
awesome.
he was way better than me. My dad was an amazing guitar. Like he played with B.B. King, and he
Oh,
played
wow.
with the band Kicks. Like not like they're
Oh,
a
wow.
big band or anything, but like he was really good.
That's
and
cool.
I like to sing. I don't have the ability to
Not
do
an
the guitar.
instrumentalist. Yeah,
Yeah, he could play every instrument.
that's cool.
Yeah, so that's neat. That
Church we used to go to, one of them in California, there was a young guy there. He was a multi-instrumentalist. He could play anything.
Yeah,
He was really talented.
it's the way your brain works. My brain
Yeah, I
does not
agree.
work that way.
Yeah, I agree.
And I see that in other things that I'm doing, like word problems and things like that. Like I
wife struggles with dyslexia. Hers is on the comprehension part.
Yeah.
She has some hard time reading because she's got some vision problems too.
Yeah, the
But,
vision.
you know,
problem.
everybody's got their own talents.
Yeah.
Not everybody has to be good at everything. I'm not really good at mechanical stuff,
Uh-huh.
so I stick with my core competency of computer stuff and make the money and pay somebody to do the mechanicals.
I'm a really good planner. Like, man, I will plan something out
Yeah.
timing wise. Like, I can tell you how much time. I'm really good at reading people and knowing what people are gonna do.
Mm.
So that's what I'm really good at, these timelines for these weddings and just you troubleshooting. My dad was a troubleshooter. That's what he did for a living. That's what I do. I'm a
It sounds like you've
troubleshooter.
inherited that.
So
yeah.
it's so funny.
Just more interpersonal troubleshooting.
Yeah.
That's awesome that you can put those skills into a successful business. Just too bad the bride's wrong.
I know.
Is it possible you could insist on only doing like church weddings with Christians that
There's
wouldn't be as horrible, or just not
there-
enough business?
It's
for it?
funny that you say that because there's a photographer that's trying to just do Catholic weddings, but I just don't think that where we live, I just don't know that there's gonna be enough
Not
for
enough
that.
demand. Yeah.
And the churches don't like wedding planners, so they have their own
Oh,
wedding planner
in-house.
in-house. Yep.
Huh.
So I mean, I could do that and get in with the church, but I've got a bunch of contracts. I mean, I'm booked for the entire year and most of next year. I'm just trying to get through next year, so I don't
Then
want to.
quit.
I want to quit. I'm
Yeah.
not booking into 2026,
Yeah.
which is going to start soon.
Right. So do you have others that you could refer people to when
Yeah.
they call?
Yeah. I just need to figure out what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you can find something else to take advantage of your talents. That
We're
interests
gonna
you.
land into the hall.
Right, yay, we're here. Yes. Hungry. This was really fun. Thank you so much for
Oh,
letting
my
me
pleasure.
ride with you.
My pleasure. I'm glad you were
I
willing
missed riding in a really fast car.
to. Oh shit.
I mean, the Supra's fun and it's peppy, but it's been a while since I've ridden something really fast.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And you're a good driver.
Well, thank you.
I
man.
wouldn't have ridden with you if I was.
Well, like I
didn't
said,
trust
you
you.
saw clearly that I was
Yeah.
pretty competent at it.
Really good.
Let's see. Park right next to your car. Go ahead.
So what do people do here? They just come here and eat, or what?
The only ones that come here and eat are the participants in these group events.
Oh, is this all this building is? It's just for the drive?
I believe it's just for this business that does these drives. Awesome. So I should have all this uploaded tonight, and then I'll send you all the link.
Perfect. And I friended you on Facebook.
Excellent. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Thank you so much. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going anywhere. We're
Yeah.
gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, we'll chat. And,
How do you open this?
oh, push the button right there.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I said, that's why I opened it for people that are unfamiliar.
It is like a spaceship.
Yeah.